Celsius Network officially files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Celsius Network announced today that it has over $167 million of cash on hand to continue operation while Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection restructuring is underway. They filed with the Southern District of Manhattan. Let me explain to you what Chapter 11 is, and then let me explain to you what Chapter 7 is. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is full liquidation of the company. We're selling everything and we're going to move on and close the company. That's it. Chapter 11 is bankruptcy protection as you continue operations and day-to-day business while you figure out a way to fix the situation. This is exactly what's happening with Voyager right now. There are many companies that went through Chapter 11 bankruptcy and came out stronger than they were before Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The other day, Celsius did pay off a lot of money to DeFi lending protocols, and they were able to pull out approximately $900 million worth of cryptocurrency assets. This was and is a very bullish move, because during Chapter 11 bankruptcy, you have several options. Number one, there's going to be a restructuring that the court has to approve, and all creditors need to approve. Who's exactly a creditor? You are a creditor. Anybody that has money in Celsius is a creditor. So there's going to be some type of plan that needs to be approved. Now, that plan, as it stands right now, is probably not going to make any of you guys whole. And you're probably going to have to take a payout, which is going to be pennies on the dollar. Whether it's 5 pennies, 90 cents, half a dollar on the dollar, nobody really knows what exactly the settlement's going to be. And there's going to be a lot more information coming forward. However, this is a restructuring. Now, I'm not going to tell you right now that everything is gravy. I'm not going to tell you that everything is good. No, it definitely sucks. It's definitely nothing good. However, just like with Voyager, there have been many companies that got out of Chapter 11 bankruptcy filings, and there is ways out of this. Yes, it is still very bullish that they paid off their debt so that they could withdraw the assets. Why? During Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they can still get a buyout or an investment from some outside firm. In order to do this, you want to show how much assets you actually have. I thought it was funny the other day that Celsius hired the same bankruptcy attorney, the same restructuring attorney that's dealing with Voyager's bankruptcy, under the pretext that their current attorney that they fired wanted to push them towards bankruptcy instead of some way of getting out of bankruptcy or avoiding bankruptcy. Pretty freaking crazy. But it is what it is. Bankruptcy is not avoided, and they did file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They did put out a video explaining what the Chapter 11 bankruptcy is, and they did put out a statement earlier today. Let me show you the video real fast.
Celsius initiated a financial restructuring process and filed Chapter 11 to preserve assets on its platform and maximize value for all stakeholders, including its entire customer community. So what is Chapter 11? Chapter 11 is a process that allows companies to reorganize their financial obligations while operations continue. In other words, Chapter 11 will provide Celsius with breathing room to focus on formulating a plan of reorganization. The goal is to formulate and confirm a plan of reorganization that can provide for the distribution of value to Celsius's customers and other creditors. The plan of reorganization will be negotiated between Celsius and, among others, a committee of unsecured creditors, including you, our customers. This committee will be established by the United States trustee. Once the plan of reorganization is proposed by Celsius, all customers and other creditors will have an opportunity to review it, vote on it, and file any objections with the court. The plan then needs final approval by the court. Many well-known companies have successfully reorganized under Chapter 11 and emerged stronger than before, including American Airlines, Delta, General Motors, Hertz, and Marvel. Chapter 11 is a transparent process where information is readily available to the public. Additional information, including all court documents and a place to ask questions, can be found at the link on screen.
Now, this is the actual filings that Celsius put out. This is like their press release. They basically go over everything that I just said. This is like a complete abbreviation. I'm going to leave a link to this below in the description so you can read this yourself. But I wanted to bring up two very interesting things. Number one, they hired a guy called Alan Carr. I went over this in my last video. Alan Carr is an investment professional with over 25 years of experience building businesses leading complex restructuring. So he has 25 years of experience leading very complex restructurings, and he came on the board just the last week or two. So it's very interesting that they hired them. At the end of this document, if you go down, you could click on this right here, this link. Remember, I'm going to leave a link to this entire thing down below in my description. If you click on the link, it's going to give you the actual court filing. If you go a little bit lower, it's going to give you this thing right here, debtors. If you click on the debtors, just click on the first one. This is the court document. It looks very much like Voyager's, and they have over 100,000 debtors that they owe money to. The first one all the way on top, they owe $81 million, and they're called a group called Pharaohs USD Fund SP. Nobody knows who they are. But I want to bring you down to this debtor right here. Maybe you heard of them. Okay, so they owe $12 million to a debtor called Almeida Research Ltd. Who exactly is Almeida Research? If you know, Almeida is a subsidiary in some way, shape, and form from Sam Bankman-Fried, also the owner of FTX, also 11% owner of Voyager, and also I think 7 or 9% owner of Robinhood, among a lot of other crypto companies, crypto firms, and I believe he's buying BlockFi right now. Very, very interesting how literally everybody ties into everybody in this tangled web of deception, deceit, borrowing, lending, over leveraging, and margining your trades. Unfortunately, this is the current state of the crypto market, and this is the reason why cryptocurrency no longer acts as a hedge against inflation. Let me give a quick plug. You don't need central exchanges to give you returns on cryptocurrency. You can just rely on pure staking when it comes to cryptocurrency and get returns by supporting and proving and pushing forward the actual blockchain that you're buying your crypto from or using your crypto on. Now, the staking comes from actual fees of the blockchain, the actual foundations of the blockchain. They don't come from borrowing and lending. It's not necessary. People use central exchanges because they don't know any other better way to make money off of cryptocurrency, but there surely are better ways. Follow this channel and I'll be sure to show you those better ways. Now, I know a lot of people have a bitter taste in their mouth, and a lot of their life savings are in Celsius, are in Voyager, are in BlockFi, so on and so forth. And this absolutely does suck 100%. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but there is hope. There is most certainly a way to get out of this. Now, if you're going to be made whole, 100%, this I don't know, but there is some hope to recover something, and possibly you are going to come out of this stronger than when you came into this. Now you're going to say, Adam, how is this possible? And I'm going to bring you up two current examples. Mt. Gox and Bitfinex came out with a plan that's highlighted by Simon Dixon, where they basically gave you 30 cents on the dollar. They also gave you shares in the company, and they also gave you these tokens. At the end of the day, people that took the shares of the company did not sell, ended up making a 16x on that investment. And right now, they're about to get their share from $190 million that's being recovered from the crocodiles of Wall Street. Mt. Gox, 750 million or so Bitcoin was robbed. They just recovered 150,000 Bitcoins. Those 150,000 Bitcoins will be distributed to people. However, those Bitcoins now are worth around 20,000 each. People bought into this $50 to $500 value of Bitcoin, which means people are going to make a shit ton of money. And a lot of people thought that the hope was dead. They thought we're never going to get our money back. Well, 8.5 years later, they're going to be freaking rich. They're going to make a lot more money than they thought they would ever make. The point is, there's a lot of trolls and there's a lot of haters. And all you got to do is look at my comments down below. So many haters. They're going to tell you, and they're going to be very happy that you're not going to get your money. They're going to say, hey, you're done. You suck. You're an idiot. Blah, blah, blah. Crypto, da, 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 da. Don't listen to these people. These are very miserable people in life. These people would not put you out if you were on fire, and these people would never give you a glass of water on your dying day. There are certain people like this in this world that put out such negative energy, that live in their parents' basement and just hate everybody around them. These are the same people that are going to tell you all hope is lost. When you lose hope, that's when things really are bad. Have some hope. At the end of the day, there's not much you could do in this situation. The filing is filed. You will be updated. You're then going to get a vote if you want to do something or not, and the court ultimately will decide if something is going to go through or not. You might be blessed like Mount got, where in the future you're going to end up making a lot more money than you lost, or you might get a portion of your money back. And I know it sucks if you invested $100,000 and you get back $30,000, or you get back $80,000, or you get back $50,000. However, there is hope that you're going to get something back. And as long as you get something back, you can start all over. And as much as it sucks, you could flip that money. Cryptocurrency is going to go on another bull run. Tomorrow, 6 months from now, a year from now, this I can't tell you. But if past history has anything to do with present day that's going to drive us into the future, cryptocurrency will go on another bull run. And if cryptocurrency happens to go on another bull run during this bankruptcy proceedings, well, Celsius is going to get out of this, Voyager is going to get out of this, and pretty much all of these exchanges are going to go out of this. Now, if you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. Besides for this content, I do go over Celsius, I do go over Voyager, I do go over Volt, I do go over BlockFi, and of course I go over 3 Arrows Capital. But besides for that, I actually teach you educationally about cryptocurrency and crypto finance. So if you want to learn how to use actual cryptocurrency, how to actually use the blockchain, and how to actually use DeFi, please consider a subscription to this channel. Have a great evening, and I'm going to give you the information as I get it.